All right. And the crowd goes wild. Oh, there he is. All right, guys. How we doing? How are we doing? Welcome to the show. All right, let me put you guys over here. All right, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Move you guys up. Get you guys in the same line. What's up, Bill? Get you guys in the same line here. There we go. Stretch there. I think we're clean, maybe. Here we go. Let me grab my chair, my trusty handy dandy chair over here. How are we doing? All right. Doing well, doing well. It is podcast night, so I'm here. Getting ready. Tim will be here soon, as normal. So I'd like to come on and chat with you guys until then. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show, people. Welcome to the show. So today, I just finished filming the bow hitch video, so I'm really excited to get that to you guys, put it online. I'll try to edit that soon here. Get that online. This is a really cool product for a lot of reasons. My favorite part about it, though, is it's super lightweight, easy to use, and to be honest, low cost, very low cost. So this is a great option for people that want to have a nice sling system on their bow. Make it simple. The other cool part is when you get it, you get these extra pieces here. Right here. This little piece. And what this can do, which I think, oh, jeez, smashed my knee on that. What this can do is be tied off to your bow pull-up rope. And so basically, if you have your bow hitch on your bow, we can grab on and then pull our bow up with it as well, and then quickly unhitch, right? And then hitch it back on and bring it back down. So I like that part a lot. This makes it very simple. These are, you can get a ton of these, and you can tie these off anywhere you want. So just leave them there. So when you get to your tree stand, you just boom, boom, right? So I love it. Bow Hunter, don't lose your subscription, my friend. It's coming up. No, I'm not. Thompson, how you doing? Mark, great. And you? I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm just started. We started. Oh, yeah. So I got to take some products back with me to ship. I owe that trail camera to somebody. SRT. I owe Patty 2 sticks and binos too. Not those specific ones, but another pair. So I got to take that home with me. Glad you guys came on, so I remembered. So is MM on? MM, are you on the YouTube side? Because you want a bow. I want to make sure you get. Now, guys, listen. There's a ton of scam artists out there trying to steal our content and tell you guys you won something when you didn't. So please, please reach out to us on our website. Reach out to us on our email, specifically on our channel specifically. Make sure it's our channel, 180,000 plus people on TikTok, 50-something thousand here on YouTube. So make sure it's us you're dealing with, okay? Because there's scammers. I'm never going to ask you for a Cash App. Never going to ask you to fill out in some weird form. Did you do the product trail giveaway? Trial? Product trial. Oh, we did one so far, Tom. So yeah, Patty 2 sticks won one of them. We have to do. I'm doing the Tacticam coming up. Hey, Slim Pickens. MM. MM. Let me know if you're on YouTube. I know you're not there yet, but when you get there, I'm not sure MM knows he won something, so I'm just trying to make sure we reach him as best we can. Now, I realize on YouTube, if you guys win, you have to come on these lives for me to tell you, because there's no way for me to reach out to you. It's very strange, whereas TikTok, I can just IM somebody. So, anyway, what's everybody up to this weekend? 4th of July is coming up next week, and I myself will be traveling. I'm going to go do some family time, do some off-roading. Very excited. I'm probably going to take off most of July, guys. I'll try to hop in here and there. The giveaways for July and August will be together again, like we did this last one. So just a heads up on that. So if you have your subscription, do not let it lapse because you don't want to get knocked. And we're going to do another bow or two again. So we should get that going. The smoke, if depending on which bow MM takes, these other bows are going to be up for grabs pretty quickly. Welcome, YouTubers who are jumping on. Welcome to the live show. I'm just chatting with you guys right this minute. If there's something you guys want to see, let me know. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. I just started, we were working on these archery repair kits for APA, kind of exciting. So if you're buying an APA, there's a chance you can get your hands on one of these limited edition runs, so pretty cool. And then I'm getting back to our kits, our normal kits. This is our plus, but our basic will be in stock again soon. So if you guys want, make sure you guys pick one of these up before the fall, because I only have probably another 30 on hand. So if you guys want one of these, go to our website and buy one, because there will be limited quantities going into the fall. But thanks, Hunter, for that subscription. Appreciate that. Zach, don't lose your subscription, my friend. Make sure you hit that renew. Don't want to get knocked out of the giveaways coming up. So hit that renew and get yourself going. You guys are always best just to do the auto renew, because if you decide to get out, then you just get out. It's no problem. You can cancel, right? But if you don't do it, you risk losing your spot and then your bonus. So like as you get more time under your belt, you get bonuses. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man? Who do we got on YouTube? Comment if you're on watching. Love to see who's on, and so I can ask you guys questions. You know what I mean? Flip it around a little bit here. Now, don't forget, everybody, we got some Easton Arrow giveaways coming up as testers needed, so that's still up. I have not Lone Star, but thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Sounds like something I would try to do. Trey, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'm just waiting for Tim, so I like to buy my time by hanging out with you guys on Wednesday. Well, it's actually Wednesday night. It's Tuesday night. We did a little different tonight, so I forgot that we moved up a day because Tim had some stuff with his kids. So, but what should be the podcast topic tonight, guys? I'm trying to figure out what to talk about. Tristan, I have my normal tags, which is Michigan. Michigan whitetail, and that's about it. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have a lot of time to go do special hunts. I would love to. I really would. It's a dream. But time-wise, with all this stuff on top of, normal life, it's just not really in my cards to do it. None of my team does. A couple guys go to Illinois every year. A couple guys go to Indiana. I'd love to get to Ohio this year at some point, but those are the types of things I'm trying to make happen. What's up, Bo Boy? Oh, man. So who else we got on YouTube and TikTok? Who's on? Make sure you guys comment. You can just say hi is fine as well. I'm just curious who's all here. Especially if there's somebody here I need to talk to and I don't realize they're watching. Like Farm Man, that's an important one. I know him. Thank you, Bo Boy. I am doing wonderful. Hello from Ukraine. What's up, Dustin? Gnome, what's up, man? Iowa, nice. Oh, man, that's a hard question. Best bow site for whitetail? Oh, God. Oof. It's kind of loaded. Man, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of good sites in every category of price, So that's a hard question because, like, I'm more of a person who uses something that's like $150. So I know some people would say things like the UV or something or dialed, but I would probably never do that. Ooh, what a good question. Best long-range bow. In my opinion, a long-range bow, the best bows are Hoyt and Bowtech, in my opinion. I feel like those guys do a great job at distance shooting with their bows. In fact, Bowtech, we shot that bow out like 200 yards. It's crazy, but they're longer ones. They're 34 to 36-inch axles. So that's probably what I'd recommend if you're doing that. Under $200. I'm going to go with the Digital React if you can get it just under 200, or one of those Trophy Ridge ones. I really do like their variety, to be honest. At those prices. I mean, you could do a Redline as well. Obviously, they got the RL2. Just trying to see if I had anything around me. All right, what we got over here? No. So Invader, here's the deal. You have to sight in your bow sight completely. So how that works is if you are shooting top pin and it's going in the dirt, you have to take your housing and lower it because your top pin has to hit 20 yards. I don't know how many pounds you're pulling, but your top pin should hit 20 yards. Okay, so when I draw that bow back, my very top pin at 20 yards should be dead on in the middle of the plate. If it's not dead on, you adjust that housing to fit that. Once that housing is adjusted, so if you're shooting low, you got to go low. So once that housing is adjusted, you'll bring that arrow up as you go because you're moving the bow up then, right? So once you get it dead on, then you would go to 30 yards and check your second pin, shoot 30. If that's on, you're good. If it's not on, you have to adjust the pin individually. So that's how you'll take care of sighting in your bow. Great question. If you didn't know, that's really important information. So what's up, Ram? Perfect, Mark, because I think, Mark, we could definitely probably sell the decked out one we just did the video on if you're interested in that one. It's got the gas bowstrings. I don't know if you wanted it. It's in mossy oak bottomlands. I mean, I did the one video on it. You can check it out. But if you want it set up, let me know. I'll get you a price on it. But I love that bow. It's a sweet bow. It hasn't been shot much. We use it just for some demo stuff. But that's about it. What Dustin say? What Dustin say there? I will. Yeah, no problem, Mark. What Dustin say? What bow do you pick? Elevation? Wait a minute, are you asking about Elevation? HHE does make great stuff. Yep. Ridge Swift. Yep. I missed the question. Dang it. Oh, RX8 Ultra, sick bow. Yeah. Yep, no problem. No problem, Invader. Yep, so basically, you know, I'm trying to find a site for you here. Let me just, I'll find one for you real quick just to give you a quick example. All right, so this is our site tree. We got some sites on here. Invader, if you get a time, go on BowHunterPlanet.com, our website, pick up an archery repair kit because it'll be a lifesaver for you in the field if you're new, especially because you won't have those things in the kit that you want to have if you're in the field. And then you'll want to buy the kit, and then you'll want to scan the back to understand how to use all the different components. Also on TikTok, we have an actual series for, I think it's $2 you can buy. It's a video series on everything you need to know about entry level. So here's just some different sites, just a few of them we've talked about. We got the Excel Landslide, which is a very popular site for those who haven't shot that site. Basic Trophy Ridge, we got the Redline Torch, another basic, and then we got the Radius, which was by Cobra. I don't know if they're still doing it or what the deal is there since they kind of sold. So I'm not sure. But anyway, let's talk about the pins. So if I was shooting this pin, let's see if I can put the sticker behind it here so you can see better. So your housing is this whole piece, right? So that top pin, like if you're shooting now and they told you to use the middle, that's because they didn't sight the bow in. So once that pin is, you move this housing, there's usually a nut right here on the side, and you will slide that whole housing down. Now, if you can't go down, then you can move the individual pin, but the first one usually goes with the housing, so keep that in mind. And if you have other questions, let me know, of course. But pretty simple. I mean, it's a pretty simple. But again, you want to be dead on with this system. You don't want to be having to alter your shot based on the way the bow's supposed to shoot based on someone telling you that. You also might have some issues with the rest if it's not on correctly, or it's cockeyed or doing something weird. Nice. I think it's Narco. Sorry, it's far away. I'm shooting the 2008 PSE Thunderbolt and a PSE Evo NTN. Nice. Scott Ascent release. Nice, nice. Yeah, I would Invader. I get it off the ground if you can. Keep it level with you. What we talk about over here, TikTokers. Timu. Guys are huge conversation going on over here on TikTok. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but yeah, just to give you an idea where the kind of some bolts. I don't know what kind of sight you have on there, but you know. All right. So that's it, guys. I mean, I'm just chilling. Any bridge lock sights? Yes. I have a lot of bridge lock sights. I can't actually pay 2.6 because I don't know much about them, man. They were sent to us. They're definitely a Chinese pair of binos, but they might be okay. I mean, they actually might be decent. But I forgot how they came to us. I can't remember. Like they sent us this kit with a couple things, and they look nice. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. Like I would suggest check them out. If you don't like them, give them to Doug because he said he needed a pair of binos. So if you're like these suck, just give them to Doug. But they feel heavy duty. Like I didn't open them, so it's like brand new sealed box. But I mean, I think if you're just looking for binos to use for here and there, they'll be fine. I don't think you're gonna be able to like sell them or anything, get top dollar. But you know, I think they'll be all right. It's like Temco or something. I don't know. You know, it's like that one company. What's it called? They're all over TikTok. Tweed or something. They make that ground blind, right? They push the crap out of it. Oh, I haven't gotten the boonie yet. I'm still waiting on the boonie and the bone. Still waiting on that from Spot Hog, but eventually we'll get it. I think so, Mark. I feel like it's very dependable. I've used it. I like it. I think it's great. I haven't had any issues with it. So I would say, yes, you're good. I'm just not good at fletching. That's what I've come to learn about myself. I'm trying to learn with you guys. I'm trying to follow some of these awesome guys like Botok and not like try to do exactly what they do, but at least like be able to do the bare minimum. But yeah, I suck. I definitely suck. But I mean, just for quick videos to show things, it's fine. But longevity of my fletchings aren't very well. So actually, Easton, when they sent us arrows this past year, they sent them unfletched. So I had to say this year for sure. I'm like, hey, when you guys send us arrows, they have to be fletched. Like I don't want to go that route. I love that Pay 2.6. That's cool. I think what I'm gonna start doing, guys, for fun, is building bow rigs here, and then selling them to try to generate some funding for the show and everything. But like, I think I'm gonna deck out some of these bows and sell them. You know, if you guys want to buy them, I'll put them on the website. But like, they won't be just a standard bow. They'll be a bow loaded with really cool accent stuff. You know, all custom. So I think I might do a couple of those. You know, that'd be kind of fun. And of course, they'll come with an archery repair kit. You know what I mean? Arthur, bow hunting for the first time this upcoming season. Any tips? Great question. Let's see your guys'. You guys give Arthur some tips on bow hunting. I'll also do the same. That way we have a bunch of things maybe I don't think about. But I would say number one, have fun. Number one, bow hunting is very exciting. It's one of those things where learning to track prey is a very cool type of thing, and then also getting your own meat. I find it very cool and organic and really really fun. I still have that Osprey White River. I ain't giving it up, my friend. I'm keeping that baby. Any other, you guys give us some tips for first time bow hunters? We want to hear it. We got a guy on YouTube, Arthur's doing it, needs some tips. So have fun with it, number one. Number two, try to figure out and watch videos that have to do with reading deer signs, like deer poop, pass, where to put tree stands, because that ultimately affects your success in getting close. Where the best scent clothing you can, scent control you can, just do it. I understand some people are going to say, oh no, blah blah blah. I get it, and some people hate that stuff, some people love it, but I would just do it, because why not? You might as well try it. I'd also learn everything you can about products like tinks and that type of stuff, so you understand how to draw in deer to come in, during the rut especially. Oh, interesting, Mark. Another tip would be, I would definitely use trail cams. Pick up some mulch trees when you can, if you're allowed to in your state, because that really helps. Ooh, that's cool. Arkansas's got velvet hunt this year. That's interesting. Yeah, I hear you, White River. That's why I made the comment. I get it. I know. There's times where I go out, I wear nothing and still shoot a deer. So I totally understand. My whole thing is, if you're new, I feel like, you might not realize it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's hit or miss. I'm just going to give you everything you possibly could do to try to get close. Now, I agree with White River in the sense that there's times where I'll go out and don't do anything and still see deer. I will say that my clothing, though, is pretty top notch, and I always actually put my clothes in like real pines or real acorn tree branches and stuff. Like, I literally set it out there so it gets the scent of the environment, like the day before I even go out in the field. So I think that definitely helps. Trail cams, we use Moultrie now. A lot of Moultrie. The Edge Pro is the big one we've been using and love it. As the app goes right to your phone, it does a very, very good job. And yeah, they have a new one coming out, and I just got it actually. So I plan to do some video on that for you guys coming up. So hopefully it turns out good. Wind is very important, like Dustin said. Play the wind. If you know the deer are coming from the left, you don't want the wind coming from the right to the left, if that makes sense. You want the wind to be blowing at you if the deer are coming at you, so that they can't pick up your scent and then run. That's a big deal. So you don't want to hunt an area that the deer come from the left and the wind's blowing to the left that night. Then you don't want to hunt that, because you're going to spook them and then they're not coming back. Big one. Good one, Dustin. Dang. Going on my third year of bow hunting, got my biggest to date last year at 140 opener on opening day. That's amazing. Chris says, if the wind is wrong, it don't matter what you do. S088. I'll be honest with you. I haven't touched a single gold tip arrow in probably 8 years, so I really can't help with anything with them, unfortunately. I'm an Easton guy now, true and true. So, like, if you want to use an Access, that I would recommend it highly. If you wanted something, small on their end, I would definitely recommend Easton. But that's me. They do sponsor as well, but I'm not just saying that because they sponsor. I swear to you guys, I would never say that. But I'm truly in love with Easton at this point. I've been very happy with what I have. I even like their aluminums, for God's sakes. Yeah, Trent. I mean, hey, your opinion's your opinion. It's not a problem. Yeah, everybody likes something different. It's not an issue. Thanks, Archinome. See, some people do know about that. That's in the chat, so that's going to help that answer. Great White Bow Hunter. Don't lose your subscription, my friend. We got that another giveaway coming up with 2 bows coming up, so don't miss out. I like the X-Lite series, Gage. I do. They're great bows. I have a hard time with the price, Do I think it's worth something more than like an RX-8? I probably would buy the carbon bow over that personally, but it is cool and it's different, Awesome, Awkward. Yeah, that's what we got here. We're just showing off the bow hitch tonight. That's what we were doing. What's up, Doug? All right, where were we? Jim. Okay, I just switched over from Cuttybacks from Tacticam. I see Tacticam is available at local Walmarts. Boo. So I think Jim doesn't like Tacticam. That's what I'm getting out of the conversation. Am I right there? ZR900. Jim's used the ZR900. I don't even think I've ever heard of that one. I need to get that for the classic series. Jim, let me know when you're getting rid of it. We got to add that to our classic series purchase. Or you can donate it, of course. You know, I mean, that would be great. But yeah, so those are some of the bows we definitely want to get on the show. Right, comes the llama. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Stop putting those llamas on the screen. Thanks, Reagan, for the 45 llamas. I appreciate that. All right, where was I here? So hunt companies using serious arrows. Yep, no problem, Mark. No problem. Oh, Easton 4mm access. Nice, Trent. Clay Newcomb. Newcomb? I don't think I know Clay. Maybe. I do know a Clay in the industry, but I'm not sure on that. Should I know Clay? Who's Clay work for? I might know him if you tell me who he works for. Yeah, I hear you, Jim. I hear you. Graham, great question. So I'll tell you guys, I say this a lot, and I apologize to the TikTokers. I say the same thing a lot, and I'm so sorry. But, you know, newbies come in and out. I got to tell them the deals, you know. So, so Graham, Bear Archery gave us a discount code for you guys to use specifically. When people come into the chat and they ask what's a new good bow for them to use, I always recommend Bear Archery, not just because they're going to give you 20% off to buy one of their bows, but because they're great bows. So if you go to their website, use code BeachP2024, and you can take 20% off any bow they have in stock that they sell on their website. Now, I would highly recommend the Paradigm or the Species EV in Mossy Oak Bottomlands, which they have in stock right at this moment on their website. So I would buy that in a heartbeat. Now, if they don't have in stock, let's say you go in right now and it says not there, hit notify when available, and they'll email you and you can pick it up then. But that's a great deal. No, I don't. No, I don't. I feel like I know Clay though somehow. I feel like I may have talked to him on our podcast at one point, but I could be wrong. Matthews Adrenaline. Logan, the Adrenaline is a great bow. I mean, would I upgrade now? Yes, but I do think the Adrenaline was a great bow. ZR200. Okay, there we go. Ooh, Jim's shooting the X-Lite 33. That's exciting. Jim, what did it cost you, that bow? Is it about 1,800? Yep, no problem, Graham. Take advantage of that code, my friend. Great question. Stabilizers are kind of like whatever suits you. I do have one to show you here. It's pretty cool. Here's a red line. They have the carbon, shaft here, and then they got the front end, which has weights that you can change. That's pretty nice. But if there's not really a special one, you know what I mean? Like here is a fuse. So Hoyt actually owns fuse. So there's a fuse one you could put on your Hoyt. But there's a lot of options. I mean, this is too long for me. I mean, personally, I would be at the 8-inch or 6-inch mark probably. I don't like one that's too long because I don't want to have to deal with it with the case. But, you know, I like stokerized, to be honest. That's one of my favorites because the colors. I just like to be able to do the unique colors, you know. I think that's really fun. I think that's my favorite part. 18 hundo for Jim spending the expedition. So Jim, let's talk about it. So what made you choose that X-Lite over the Hoyt RX8? Because that's about the same price, or the PSE Mach 34. What drove you? I mean, do you like the way it felt better? Did you shoot those bows, or you didn't even care? You just knew you wanted expedition? I guess what drove you to that specific brand and bow? We're going to do some psychology right now. We're going to find out what led Jim to buy this bow for $1,800. What's he going to say? What is he going to say, people? So there's not really an answer to what's the best stabilizer for a Hoyt bow, because a stabilizer goes on any bow. Hoyt does not have any specific system, so you don't have to worry about, like, for instance, like, you know, if you were to ask what's the best stabilizer for a Matthews bow, I would have told you anything with a bridge lock, because then you can take advantage of that system. But Hoyt doesn't have that type of system, so there's no need to worry about a specific one. You can use anything that just takes the screw in. And there's a lot of them. And if you want a Trophy Ridge one, you can take 20% off that too with that code BHP 2024. So that might be an option too. Just a thought. And that they do have one that works very well. What was the name of that one, guys? The Shock Stop, I think. Oh man, that thing is really nice. So Jim said that basically it just shot really good for him. I mean, that's basically what I'm reading there. Absolutely, Isaac, 100%. And Isaac, you can use our code BHP2024 to take 20% more off that Paradigm. That Paradigm is one of my favorite bows. It's actually my favorite bow of the year pick for Bear when it comes to that price point bow. Because you can get that bow for like 500 something bucks with that coupon code. So it's a steal. Great bow. Powerhouse, has all the new technology on it. I love the Paradigm. That's one of my, for that middle class bow, it's and if I was to go higher middle class, I would look at the Ronin from Prime, which is $850. So it's a lot more money, really. It's about $300 something more, but great option. And then also, you know, there's a lot of talk about the Dart and Consequence. I haven't gotten it yet. Or is it the Consequence, guys? That's the cheaper one? But they have one that's around 700, which I heard is pretty dang good as well. Yeah, Consequence. Thanks, Dustin. So, yes, it'll go 27 to 32. And I think the Alaskan goes 26 to 30. So it's the difference in cams between those two bows. Same bow otherwise. Pretty sure it's that 1 inch difference. Patty Two Sticks has the Consequence and loves it. Patty Two Sticks, what is the cost at, Dustin, that bow? Is this 700? 750? Because now that would be a good video, I think. The Consequence versus the Ronin. 650. So that versus the Ronin and the Paradigm in one video would be a good comparison. See, I would put that Dart at the level of the G5. So that's interesting. 650 is a good price. I'm surprised they were able to do that. That's kind of a steal. I mean, I just don't know if that's the one I shot at the Total Archery Challenge. I shot one. It was fantastic. Patty, I used to be, man. Back in the day, Darton was a huge deal here. You know, Darton was one of the first companies to ever give us a bow. First companies to ever believe in us, I should say. And so we had a long history with Darton for years until 2015-ish, where they just like shut the door and were quiet, didn't talk to anybody, didn't talk to us anymore. It was very strange, very strange. The sequel. Maybe I shot the sequel. I don't know. I felt like it was more than the Consequence, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so I think the Sequence, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it replaced the, what's the name? The Demon? I think it replaced the Demon, because they had a short bow that was low cost, they had a large brace height, and we used to use it a ton, and I think it was the Demon. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure. So I'm assuming it replaced that over the years. Okay. Jim says the sequel has was available on 31 or 33 and has a lot more machining, so obviously a higher price as well. I like that new APA. I haven't done the video on it. I decided to hold off just a little longer on doing the video, just because we're in a dead time right now, and I feel like if I launch that video right now, it's not going to do very well, and I'm a little bit hesitant to do it yet. So I think we're going to film it when we get back from vacations, and then go from there. So I actually do not, Mark. It's actually at my house. I filmed that video. If you go through our videos, it's like one of the first. I think it's the one where I walk by with the Hey Dudes on. It's gotta be the last video I did, I think. Last two videos is one of those. You'll see it in there. The Legend XR. Mark's interested in buying that Legend XR with the green out gas bow strings. It looks sick. That's a sweet looking bow. Anyway, all right, guys, I gotta go. Tim's here. Appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out. So we'll talk soon. And Jim, thanks for all the info over there on YouTube. Appreciate that. We'll see you guys soon, okay? Thanks for coming on. All right. Time to get to work over here. I got to get some podcasting done. All right, how do I shut this off?